Radio Raheem here with Tyson Fury, the last man to hold these belts that are allowed around.
Lineal, baby, lineal.
Yeah, listen, first of all, I have to thank you for returning to social media.
I'm back.
You're back. You're making a lot of noise, making a lot of fun on social media.
Oh, yeah.
How long until you're back in one of those things we see behind us in that ring?
Well, I was supposed to fight tomorrow night on this card here, but it can't make it happen, too short notice. So I'm looking at now maybe March, April time.
You know, we're looking at the heavyweight division. Everyone's talking Wilder, Joshua. Like, those two are the ones to decide who really reigns supreme in the heavyweight division. Do you have a say in that? Do you feel like vacating those titles puts you out of the conversation?
No, I have the Ring Magazine belt, which equals lineal status. My lineal status dates back to the days of John L. Sullivan. All the hundreds of years of boxing in the heavyweight division, and I've got that belt. So these guys can have some alphabet titles, but they'll never be considered the best of their era until they beat me. Because I'm the man who beat the man who beat the man who beat the man, going back 200 years.
It's a question of how you go through the process of getting licensed again and being able to fight. People are confused about what it's going to take.
Well, I'm going to be licensed again very, very soon. That's not going to be a problem. Just going to decide who it's going to be with. That's it. I'm going to be back with a capital B.
Is there any doubt that you'll be fighting in the UK again? I know that license might be the hardest one to get.
No, that's very easy to get. I'm a UK homegrown son. UK love me. Why would they not want to give me a license?
What do you make of what the performance we saw from Deontay Wilder in Brooklyn? The 1 round, no punches from the opponent, knockout.
I thought it was a fantastic performance. Powerful, skillful. It was very sexy. Very.
What about Joshua's last fight with Takam?
Stinker. It was terrible. You know, everyone thinks just because he looks the part and he's knocked out a few bums, they had to get Takam out of there because he was looking still fresh and he potentially could have knocked him out in the last couple of rounds. So they've done him a real big favour, stopping the fight. In my opinion, world heavyweight title fight, they should have let him touch down or take a count or something. Well, they didn't, so it was what it was. Listen, they are, they're only limited. The sweet science game, I've got it under wrap. Weightlifting, playing basketball, they've got it on the wrap. But when it comes to boxing and skill and everything else, I've got it all under control.
Every fighter I talk to told me it's more a mental game even than a physical one.
Yeah.
And people have taken their shots at you for the things that you've been through and having to give up those titles. But what I'd like to find out is, what have you learned through this process? Has it made you a better, stronger fighter, do you feel like? Can you talk about your experience and what it's meant to you?
Listen, it's been a good couple of years. Pain, pleasure, mixed. A mix of emotions. It's been good. What don't kill you makes you stronger. And, I'm going to be back even better, bigger and stronger than last time. My performance over Klitschko was a very good performance. But, Klitschko, now he's out the way, you're going to see me handle these bums easy. Because that's what I class them as. Bare bums in the shower with no skill. And they're only holding my belts until I return.
Which belts are most important for you to get back? If you had your druthers, give me the list of guys you'd face.
The only belt I'm concerned about is the Ring Magazine belt. They're the only ones who stood by me throughout thick and thin, and that's the lineal belt. It's a holy grail in boxing. Whoever holds the Ring Magazine belt in their division is the best. And I hold the Ring Magazine in the division, so that means I'm the best. And I will continue to defend it with pride and honour.
But Tyson, you know that to be considered heavyweight champion of the world, the undisputed, you're going to have to beat these guys that are at the top.
No, they've got to have to beat me, because I'm at the top.
Which ones you think have to beat you first?
All of them have to beat me first. Until they can be considered any good at all, they have to beat the Gypsy King. And they've got as much chance as holding their breath for 2 hours rather than beating me. No chance.
And let me ask the Gypsy King some things, because we're at the end of the year, and I would love to get your opinion on the things that boxing fans talk about always.
Let's go.
Fight of the year for you.
Fight of the year. There's been a hell of a lot of good fights. We'll come back to that in a bit. Well, I think about it.
Okay. Fighter of the year.
Fighter of the year. You're asking me some hard questions here. Who really stood out for me this year? Could say Lomachenko, but was Rigondeaux's performance up there? Not really. Was he probably past his best? I'd say so. So I'm going to give him 10 stars out of 10. No, not him.
Triple G, Terrence Crawford, dare I say Joshua?
Canelo. There's been a lot. I can't really choose one. There's been a lot of good fights. And a lot of good fighters as well.
What do you think the fighters in this age, these new guys that are coming up, a lot of the old guys are getting beat and retiring. What are these new guys? What kind of wisdom would you impart? And what's most important for a fighter to know and to be in that boxing ring?
Don't get caught. Run away.
Run away. All right, can we circle back to the fight of the year for you?
Yeah, fight of the year. What was fight of the year? Yeah, probably. But then again, that disappointed. That wasn't.
Which one?
Canelo Golovkin. It wasn't what it was supposed to be built up to be, I don't think. That was a good fight, yeah. Probably that one.
Klitschko Joshua.
For sure. That was my fight of the year, for sure. There was a roller coaster affairs, up and down both guys. That was the fight of the year.
Yeah, right, you for saying that. And lastly, you are a real fan of music. I see you singing all the time in the car, picking your tunes, variety. So, 2017, sing me a little ditty of whatever song you think best encaptures 2017 for Tyson Fury.
I'm bringing sexy back.
Radio Raheem with...
We're here with the champ. We're checking out. Hotel Brooklyn.
Ring Magazine champion, lineal champion, Tyson Fury.
Boom.
Boom.